Hello everybody and welcome back to 20 Minutes Until Dawn. Today we'll be doing a Spark Dual SMGs run. I have previously done a very similar run using Scarlet, who does a Fire Blast every third shot, using the same weapon, the Dual SMG. However, I haven't done Spark yet, and I wanted to try something new out for the video. The runes are basically the same as every other run. Elemental Barrage is really nice when you're doing an elemental based character, as well as Ethereal. The biggest downside to these kind of builds is your reloads. So anything that can mitigate your reload time and increase your capacity for ammo is kind of a big deal. So each shot does a very little amount of damage. However, we're not relying on the bullet damage at this point. We're relying predominantly on the status effects that are triggered. Alright, so due to the slower movement while firing, kiting can be rather difficult with these builds. I remember that being what caused a lot of heartache when trying to get the level 15 or Darkness 15 run with Scarlet. So I'm a little worried that that's going to be a problem again. Now, if you're playing at lower darknesses, the enemies are a lot slower. That won't be as big of a problem. But as you can see here, they're gaining on me if I'm shooting at all. Of course, obviously we're going to take the Electro Mage one. I mean, we're doing a Spark run. I believe her special abilities or her special upgrades are all things relating to lightning damage. Like I said, I actually haven't played this this character yet, so I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I would imagine. Oh wow, we really don't want any of these. I guess we can just go ahead and upgrade the shield. So a lot of the previous videos I've been taking Smite, but the problem with Smite here is we don't want to be reloading at all. Ideally, we will get other buffs that will make it where we don't need to reload. So anything that's reload reliant isn't great. These ones are okay. I think it gives me penetration at some point, right? Yeah, so bullet penetration wouldn't be the worst. But obviously bullet damage upgrades, 15% bullet damage upgrade from this one won't really be a big increase because our base damage is only 4. So it's kind of a waste of time. The assassinate thing might still be handy. I don't know if that works with lightning, but if the assassinate works with lightning, that could be kind of good. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a shot. I don't know if those work together. I don't know if it has to be the bullet itself that causes the assassination, or if it can be the lightning status effect. But if it is lightning, I think that would be a really nice combo. I'm pretty sure there's also a synergy you can get that makes it where every time you get struck by lightning, they catch on fire. So that would be really nice. Oh man, the fire would be good. Fire rate would also be good. Power shot would be very good though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab Pyro Mage. The reason for that is the fireball. It's gonna be pretty consistent as we have a pretty fast fire rate currently. As well as having the chance of regenerating that 1 health might be nice to get back to full before the game gets too difficult. So far, the lightning has been enough to kind of keep us going. If you haven't watched any of the previous videos, tip is that the lightning strikes where your mouse cursor is. So generally, it's a good idea to keep your mouse cursor pretty close to your character, and that way, if you're not aiming in that direction, you'll still be hitting people. So this shield upgrade would give us more lightning and be really good. I think I want to try and get a little farther down the fire tree first. Hopefully when we get our first upgrade, it'll be something that increases our elemental damage. I'm not sure if it's only lightning damage she increases or what. Like I said, I haven't played the character before. And ideally when we get our first book, it'll be the one that increases either our fire rate or our elemental damage. Perfect. We want that that fireball. That'll give us a nice way to clear these larger waves. So that fireball explodes and hits quite a few of them. That should help us clear quite a bit. So we've gotten really lucky thus far with the upgrades. At this point, all we really need is the lightning upgrade that makes it where we have a chance to recover ammunition every time an enemy dies due to lightning. Let's go ahead and grab Frost Mage. Frost Mage, you know, is another elemental base effect, and we're kind of going for a big element build, so might as well grab it as well. And I'm not really paying too much attention to where I'm aiming because I really don't care if my bullets hit or not. Honestly, it's all about that lightning at this point. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So every time an enemy gets hit by lightning, we have a 20% chance to get 3 of our ammo back. So that would be really good at helping us reduce the amount of downtime we have while reloading. And you can see my character has the weird little like lightning bolts that appear around him. That's symbolizing that we're getting more ammunition. So when that effect happens, if you look up in the top left, you'll see that we're getting our ammo back. And when we're shooting really quick like this is due to the kill thing, so we're not actually spending any ammo in between that. So these abilities combo pretty well. And yeah, we'll grab this because this increases how many lightnings we get. The more lightning we get, the more likely we are to get our ammo back. And this also gives us a way to kind of shoot lightning while we're reloading. So, you know, just getting the consistent damage out there. Ooh, I'm gonna go here for a bit. See, this guy's taking. Oh, wasn't paying. Was watching the boss and not my back, and I took a hit there unnecessarily. Every third lightning strike deals double damage. Okay. That's really good. I wonder if they're going to change the way it looks. I think we'll go ahead and grab Soothing Warmth here. Well, I kind of want to start going down the rapid fire route as well, though. I'm going to go ahead and grab rapid fire here. I think I'm getting surrounded. Now we got another ethereal wave, so this should help us clear everything around us pretty nicely. Kind of just spin to win. Perfect. Okay. Now we have the bouncing bullets. The bouncing bullets will apply the fire on anyone else. We've gotten really lucky with the upgrades thus far. This is actually a pretty strong build so far, as long as I don't make any crucial mistakes. It's usually during the bosses when I do that. I kind of tunnel vision on the boss, because, you know, the quicker you get the boss, the quicker you get the upgrade. And then I kind of forget about the little guys, and they end up hitting me in the back or something. Which is why summons are really helpful to have as well. The ghost might be a good pick-up later on, as the ghost will increase the rate at which my lightning bug attacks, which will also be good. Oh, that penetration would be really nice, especially because we had the bouncing rounds. But of course, you know, fire rate is more lightning, and we are doing a lightning person, so we might as well just spam the lightning as much as we can. So far, this is going much better than the other runs I've recorded. I would be very happy to get at least one video out with me clearing all 20 minutes. But I'm very doubtful that that is going to happen. That one I grabbed the reload quicker, just in case we don't get enough lightning or the ethereal trigger. It's good to have a backup way to... God, he's still alive. Yeah, I need to deal with these guys a bit. I think he's about to charge. No, oh my goodness, he got one charge off and he's just constantly frozen. Yeah, we're in a good spot. If we get either the Book of Rage or the Book of we didn't get the book we need. That's not good at all. Okay. Wow. That really sucks. Obviously we're not gonna get the Book of Power because we need the Fire Rate. That's a big deal for us. I guess we'll have to go with the Tome of Summoning, which isn't ideal for us, but we can go ahead and grab the Ghost, and the Ghost will kind of help us a bit. I'm probably not going to go for the Dragon, even though we are doing an Element build, and the reason I am not going to go for the Dragon is it takes a long time to get up. Like, it's a really good early game investment. There we go, baby. Increased Lightning. Really good investment early game if you're going to do a summon build the entire way through. I think there is a character that specializes in summons. I think it's Lilith. But I think it's kind of boring. It's a really easy way to play the game, but it's a great way to progress through the darknesses if you're just starting. But I kind of want to do the wonkier, just not the super meta builds, because I'm sure there are plenty of videos out there for just playing the most meta builds. This build, it's doing some serious work. I am very pleasantly surprised how well this has been going thus far. Power shots, worthless for me. Could do the ice for the shatter, because shatter will make it where enemies explode, causing potential chain reactions, or at least I'm not sure if shatter causes the fire to spread, but if it does, that could be pretty big. Oh, I don't have Holy Wrath already? Or Divine Wrath? Yeah, let's get this. More lightning. More lightning is more good when we're playing Spark. Alright, as long as I can remember to dodge the projectiles, I think we're in a good spot until the big guys start showing up. There are larger enemies that have a lot more health, and I don't know how well we're going to do against them, but hopefully we continue to do as well as we have been. Penetration would be nice. Oh, +2 max ammo would also be really nice. Ideally, we want to get this one here, which makes it where we get 5% reload for every enemy we killed per or we needed to reload last time. Once we get that, we should basically be getting instant reloads most of the time. Will greatly increase our uptime for firing. See, I don't see the big guys. Yeah, I'm not quite sure at what time each enemy type appears. I usually am not able to look at the clock and focus on my what I'm shooting at. Let's say the Ghost will be good as well because the Ghost can increase the attack speed of all summons, so that'll also include my Lightning Bug, which is really nice. The other ones I don't think matter. I don't think the damage increases. I don't know if the damage increases matter because I'm not sure if it uses the lightning damage or if it uses the summon damage for the lightnings triggered by these summons. If you know the answer to that question, you want to put it down in the comments below. That would be appreciated. It's difficult to tell which lightning is originating from where, so it's kind of hard to determine if that would affect it or not. But the attack speed definitely does affect it, so that's always nice to have. We're gonna grab, oh, I thought this was Assassinate. That's this. No, I mean, we'll get it anyways. Bullet speed with the rubber bullets is gonna make them bounce around quite a lot, which is real nice. I don't think we've gotten Intense Burn as the upgrade yet. Once we get that, that'll increase our fire damage, whittle them down before they get into lightning range. Oh, that'll be nice. Of course, the rubber bullets also is great because it's freezing enemies, buying us a little bit of time and helping us be able to move around that. We're getting really close. I don't like this. Okay. Kill clip, great. Great upgrade, gonna help us immensely. Okay, I think this is the last like giant wave before it switches to the bigger enemies. What is this? Perfect. So if they're already burning, which are, you know, we have the penetration on our rounds as well as the rubber bullets. So our fire should be spreading fairly well. When they get hit by lightning, they'll explode for an additional 25 damage, which is great. And the explosions do cause the enemies around them to get hit, which is why we're just eviscerating these waves now. That upgrade came at a really good time for us. Beautiful. This is going surprisingly well. I am still worried that we don't have the damage output to deal with the higher, well, I'm not gonna be able to stand still because I have to constantly experience some of this stuff. If I can experience, I lose my movement buff, which I'm getting from my shield room. I'm already kind of slow while constantly firing. I don't think that's the problem with the stationary builds is obviously eventually the enemies are going to get too difficult for you to take care of if you're not constantly collecting experience. That might be a good one. I think one of these, it gives us a bullet. Yeah. Gives us 1 ammo every time we pick up an XP. 10% chance. So that'll be a nice little buff as well. I don't think we've picked up Shatter yet. That'd be kind of the next big upgrade that I think will help quite a bit. I mean, yep, we just said that recharge would be nice to get, so let's go ahead and grab it. At this point, we're reloading very rarely, so recharge probably won't be as big of a deal, but as the enemies are dying less often, our reload times are going to go up if we do need to reload. Oh, is this new? I think this is new. I don't remember this upgrade. I haven't played much since the summer. So, yeah, okay. Sweet. Wow, that's really good. And 35% fire rate increase for generating ammo, and our entire thing's about generating ammo so that we don't need to reload. Wow, that's, yeah, that combo is incredibly well. I did not know they added that to the game. Like I said, this game, it's only like, I think, $3 on Steam right now, and the developers are updating this game constantly. They're adding stuff constantly. I think every like week or so they add something new. I want Shatter out, but reducing their health by 15% will be huge, especially because the big guys should be coming fairly soon. And yeah, those guys. I'm not quite sure how well we're gonna be able to deal with them. So I think getting that 15% damage or HP minus as soon as they get frozen would be a big help. Feels like we're dealing with them pretty well. As you can see, they're relatively fast at this difficulty. The big downside of switching to this unit, primary enemy, is that the XP generation is just not the same. Is this the... Yep. So now every time someone freezes, they also get the burned. So we're just much more likely to proc our fire. Oh. Alright, we're still doing fairly well. There should be another boss showing up fairly soon. Like we haven't done this for a while. There's quite a lot of XP up here. I think the big guys do 2 damage each as well, so since we only have 3 hearts, I think they can 2-shot us. Picking up things gives us 35% fire rate. Sounds fantastic. I think we're actually going to get to see the other boss this time. Oh, there he is, down here. I'm going to keep my cursor pretty close to myself. Again, try and hope that the lightning will be enough to take care of the enemies, and it wasn't. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful than I was hoping. Thought the lightning would be able to take care of them on their own, but I was clearly wrong. As well as there's a lot of projectiles right now, which is not ideal. Sweet. Lightning strikes also inflict burn. Okay, I think we already have an upgrade that does that, but you know, I don't think burn stacks. So we got really lucky actually. The third shot or third lightning doing increased damage being our first upgrade. Down to 1 HP because I was dumb and I walked into I think 2 of the red shots. But it's alright, we're level 27 and once we get to level 30 we'll get another HP. There we go. Automatically filling these for any health. That should be a big help as well. Yeah, but it looks like we're clearing them now way more consistently now that we have the Assassinate. We look like we're in a pretty good spot right now. The last boss requires a lot of movement, and as our build requires us to be firing basically constantly, that might be a little bit of a problem. Hopefully we'll get lucky with where he is, and we can get into the spot relatively quickly, but that might be an issue. Oh, I don't want any of these. Bigger bullets. The splintering might be nice. Additionally, glare. Glare do anything? No. Okay, I guess we can take power shot. 50% increase of fire rate if we get hit. That could be really nice. That could save us. And we just get 1 HP to start with. I think there's one upgrade in that tree that makes you much bigger, which makes it a lot easier for you to get hit. I really don't want that one. So as long as I don't get that one by pay attention to make sure I don't get that one. I think that one also makes you slower. So that would definitely not be. We're going pretty well. We're about to get back up to 3 health. Double shot. More projectiles. Sure. More projectiles is more things that can cause burn and freeze. So, let's take it. I think around the 5-minute mark is when the next boss comes out, but I'm not 100% sure about it. Well, we're looking really good right about now. I don't think we'll need this, but if we close off this tree, we won't get any more upgrades from this tree. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. This increases the probability of me getting the things I do want. Ooh, that guy got a lot closer than I thought he was going to be able to. It kind of spooked me a bit, to be honest. Let's see if I can run for a bit. Grab some of this XP. Guess we'll just try to finish off the shield to increase the probability of us getting the stuff we want. Oh, this build worked out incredibly well. So additionally, if you want to try this build with the dual SMGs and Spark, you can. I'll show the rules again at the end if we basically complete this. Additionally, like I said before, I originally did this with Pyro, so our Scarlet, who's the fire-based character. That's also a really good combo. So if you want to try that out as well. There's probably some other characters. I think there's a new one that does frost. Ice-based magic. That might be a good one with this. Yeah, I mean, we got bullets flying all over the place. You see we're firing behind ourselves as well, so that should reduce the probability of someone sneaking up on me. Oh, okay, so this is the last boss guy. So biggest issue with this build and the final boss is because he's solid white right now, I can't really see where he's about to shoot until kind of last minute, which makes this significantly harder than it would be otherwise. So I kind of just have to get lucky and hope he doesn't hit me. This fan of bullets thing is a really cool ability, however, it's only when we reload, so not really a thing for us. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the ghost now. So many projectiles. How much health is it? Okay, I was about to say, how much health does this guy have? Hopefully we get the Book of Rage is great. Didn't we get the Book of Summoning last time? Yeah, we're getting the Book of Rage. The Book of Rage increases our fire speed by a ton and triples our base ammo. So now we're shooting a ton. Ideally, we would have got this one or the Book of Elements in the first upgrade. But considering just how strong this build is, even though we didn't get it, we still managed to clear pretty easily. That just shows how strong the elemental builds are with the correct elemental character. I'm glad at least one of the builds I thought would work for the videos did. Oh, is it a boss? Oh, it is a boss. So at this point, the only problem with the Book of Rage is our spread is so wide that our cursors aren't actually where our bullets are going anymore. It's kind of this weird Y shape, as you can see. But our fireballs are still going in that direction, and our fireballs do a lot more damage than our bullets do. So it kind of all works out. We're going to go ahead and reduce a lot. Now we're just going to have a ton of shots. Did we get him? Oh, no, he's still there. Oh, okay. There we go. 50% lightning damage. Incredible. Wow, just, I can't even see the enemies. They're disappearing so quickly. Oh, okay. And we'll grab Shatter, so now if they get frozen before they get lightning, they'll explode. Perfect. I think we definitely got this. That was the last boss that we just killed. I don't see us having any issues for the last few minutes as we're completely clearing the entire screen. I'm just gonna pick whatever upgrade. I really don't think it matters at this point. And we got a successful clear on video. Fantastic. This is the last build I was planning on recording for this game before I moved on to something else too, so I'm really glad that we got it. We got it before. I didn't have this upgrade already? Oh. Yeah, okay. So another nice thing about the Ghost, if you're doing an MS build, is the Ghost projectiles, I'm pretty sure, have infinite penetration. So, again, at this point, it doesn't really matter for us because we are just, shooting an ungodly amount of bullets. But if you are much earlier on and the Ghost does come up and there isn't another upgrade that is better for you, like an elemental damage which increases your fire speed, the Ghost is a good pick for early on, especially if you're using dual SMGs, as it'll give you a means to hit through enemies. And once you get the full upgrade for the Ghost, you'll be shooting 3 attacks pretty consistently. Once you get the Lightning Bug will also be hitting twice as often due to the Ghost upgrades. So they do work very well with a lightning focus or any sort of elemental build. You don't have to completely negate the summons. I think the only one that isn't really worth it unless you're focusing on summons is the Dragon, as the Dragon relies predominantly on time. Like I think it's like every minute you have the Dragon out, or every minute since you take the certain upgrades for the Dragon, they increase their damage and things of that nature, which won't be great for you. But the Ghost is good for elemental builds. Not so much the bullet builds. If you're doing bullet damage builds, I wouldn't bother with the Ghost. But things like fire, if you're doing bullet damage, like maybe like a crossbow build, the fire and the lightning are still okay to have. I tend to go, I think, summons when I do bullet damage, as if you're doing the crossbow, you tend to only have like one shot that's super high penetration. So having some summons to kind of watch your sides and back would be very helpful. But those, it's very reliant on how early you get the Dragon Egg. If you get the Dragon Egg as your like first or second upgrade, and then you're able to get the one that increases fire rate and damage before like level 5, you'll just dominate. Like, there's nothing. Like, at that point, you just have to keep surviving until like level 10, and then the dragon scales so quickly with the damage that you'll be fine. Of course, the game is constantly being patched, however, so they could have dramatically nerfed the dragon since I last played with it. That might not be the case by the time you play. Again, I think we're at patch like 7.7 right now, but by the time I release these videos, they'll probably be on 7.8 or 7.9 because of how quickly they release patches. I think it's like a patch like once or twice a week at this point. It's they're really on top of it. And like I said, it's only $3 for this game. I would highly recommend it. If you're the developers and you're watching, I really would appreciate some sort of color blindness mode to make this game more accessible. I know my sister has a color blindness, and a game like this would be really difficult for her to play because she has a really hard time with greens. And well, it's a very muted color palette, but it's a lot of green and gray, and she has a hard time telling some of those colors apart. I mean, also when I was first starting this game out, I had a really hard time telling the difference between the different enemies and the ground. There's a lot going on in the muted color palette, makes it kind of a little more difficult. So here's the full build that we ended up picking. I'm just going to quickly mouse over everything in case you were wondering what we ended up getting. Of course, this one is a Spark Special one, so that one won't be available if you're not playing Spark. But the rest of these, and this book, ideally, like I said, you'll get the one that increases your elemental damage, or the Book of Rage in your first one. But despite us not getting great RNG for the boss drops, or the book drops, we still did incredibly well. This build is very strong. We did get very lucky with the lightning upgrades immediately, and then the fire upgrades right after that. I think that's really what carried us through this entire build. I'm just gonna quit to menu. And one more time, this is the runes I used. This has been 20 minutes till dawn. If you enjoyed the game, the link is in the description below. Thank you for watching.